Good morning, guys. China Komaki. Another sunny day in China. Currently, I'm now in Xiangyang, Hubei Province. I arrived to Xiangyang last night. This city gate, which is the Northern Gate of the ancient Xiangyang city. Old Xiangyang city is close to Hanshui, which is on the other side of the bank. Hanshui is a branch of Yangtze River. It's all across all the cities and the lands. Eventually goes to Wuhan, and Wuhan has a Hanshui River which divides Wuhan into three parts. It's good that I can have the opportunity coming to Xiangyang to just experience the city described in a lot of novels written by Mr. Jin Yong in his martial arts kung fu novels. Xiangyang is a very famous city for Southern Song Dynasty to defend itself against the Mongols invasion, and as well during the Three Kingdoms, Guan Yu was the general who charge of the defensive system here. So yeah, that's why I'm here to just enjoy some of the nice part of China. Okay, let's go start a new day. The Northern Gate and the Northern Street is the main scenic spot and the snack and the food street of Xiangyang city. So if we are coming to Xiangyang, you'd better first coming to the Northern Gate. So now I'm heading to Fanchengqu. Fanchengqu is another street which is on the other side of the Hanshui River. So I'm going to ride the scooter crossing the bridge, which I have never done before. The bridge has the scooter lane, which is good, as different as other bridges that we can see in Shanghai. Basically, scooter and tricycles and bicycles are all forbidden to enter. Fancheng was a defensive work. I think now it's just Fancheng was a very small defensive city. And the older city is called Xiangcheng. That's why it's called Xiangyang, right? Wow, this motorcycle guy is also driving pretty slow. All of the real estate projects must be placed here. The old city has no high uprising new apartment buildings. On my left side, these two concrete boxes are not done yet. So now I'm heading to Mi Gong Temple. It's somewhat a memorial temple or shrine. I would say maybe it's interesting because at least from the internet information, this is ranked as the must-see, the top 3 must-sees in Xiangyang. So that's why I give it 1 hour at least, and I drive 4 kilometers coming to here. Okay, here we go.
Mi Gong Temple, located on the banks of the Han River in Xiangyang. It was built to commemorate Mi Fu, ancient Chinese calligrapher and painter from the Northern Song Dynasty. The temple was first constructed during the Yuan Dynasty and expanded in the Ming Dynasty. It is one of the iconic landmarks in Xiangyang.
This is the twisted bridge. I think in Shanghai Chonghuang Temple has the best twisted 9 twisted bridge, 9 corner. We call it 9 曲角, 9 twisted corners. Yeah, I think it has more corners than Shanghai Chonghuang Temple do, but Chonghuang Temple is the best version of. Alright guys, so it took me like almost half an hour just a walk around this basically a private garden. It's called Mi Gong. So Mi Gong, I think it's an ancient character, and lately he, just passed the examination and to be a government official. So that's why people enshrined him in this place. But for me, I have seen a lot of private gardens, especially around the Shanghai region, and I think the vibes are almost the same. This Mi Gong is portrayed as must-see, top 3 must-sees in Xiangyang. But for me, a person who from the Jiangnan region, I don't think it is somewhat a impressive, eye-catching place, and you see some, fancy historical architecture. This is the guy, Mi Gong. I think he is somewhat a famous calligrapher. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm gonna show you guys. It's not even look like the Shanshan Huiguan yesterday that we have been. Yeah, so I'm leaving here. Okay, this is Xiang Wang Mansion. I'm now in Xiang Wang. This Xiang Wang is inside the old city. There's a screen behind me. It's called Living Screen Wall of King Xiang Residence. This screen wall is a big representation of the ancient Chinese royal family, the dragon family basically. In the ancient time, ordinary people, civilian, you are not allowed to use any graphic of dragon or the color of yellow. So if you use yellow color and you use dragon as something symbolic, or you made a statue and you carved something on the ceiling, let's say, in your home, that would be seen as a huge big felony in ancient old China. So to avoid a lot of problems, people are avoided to use dragon.
The building complex was owned by the 5th son of Ming Emperor Zhu Gaochi. In 1641, the peasant rebel army led by Zhang Xianzong captured Xiangyang, and the prince's residence was destroyed, leaving nothing of its former grandeur, but only the screen wall has survived and is preserved to today.
These furnitures must be not real. The Ming Dynasty collection of Hubei Province, Fei Guan, Imperial Concubine's crown. These are must not the original one. It's just a replication or something. It's a jade tablet. It's also a replication, a bad replication. A lot of these historical sites, it only has a skeleton, right? It only has this architecture frame. But when you get into the interior and you are looking in the internal setup, it's all brand new. It's not even a big palace. It's called Xiang Wang. I thought this one should be really big, but it has only this like one main temple. Over here, the upper, this ceiling, you can see a little bit of history. I'm not really enjoyed to check out this place. Is there any place else? Is there any other things that I can check? Maybe not. So yeah, stop the camera. Such a dodgy place, just one temple or one main building, and a small place they charge 25 RMB. Comparing to yesterday, the Sanshan Huiguan, it was way better than this one.
Xiangyang Tang City, also known as China Tang Dynasty City, was built in 2012 preliminary for film and television production, while also serving as a touristy attraction and a cultural entertainment venue. When I visited, my biggest impression was that there were very few tourists and customers over there.
A sad story, because I thought the ancient Xiangyang city has a lot of things to offer, so that's why I didn't plan come to this place. Because today I have a whole day, in the morning I went to the city wall segment and check out several spots, but in the afternoon I found there's nothing that I can do, so that's why I came to this place. And look at this massive building. I don't even know. It is called the Tang Dynasty City. This is basically a theme park, which isn't a historical site, but I have nothing to do. So the ticket 128 RMB, which is ridiculously expensive. So they are wearing Han costume, take pictures, to do cosplays of the drink, the sandwich, a very simple lunch. Wow, it's a massive place. Chicken sandwiches. Okay.
In the past 20 years, China has built numerous similar ancient-style tourism projects. These attractions cover vast areas and having high ticket prices, making them great for photography and filming costume dramas. However, they lack much historical and cultural depth for the visitors to learn from. If you are focusing on history, it's better to avoid this kind of tourist spots. The reason I specifically came to Tang City this time is only because, aside from the city walls and towers, I couldn't find many historical relics in Xiangyang City, which is a bit of a regret for this visit.
I cannot say this is not beautiful, because the scale of the theme park is really huge. But it's just for kids, maybe for some cosplayer to, just to shoot pictures, because in the photos, but maybe it has a relatively good vibes for taking pictures. Motivational BGM. I think a lot of TV episodes and a lot of films were filmed here. Yeah, try to imagine you invested billions of the RMB to this place, but unfortunately the usage of the theme park is quite low. But in a normal working day, it's just like this, quiet. There are some kids playing over there, and people rent the Han custom and they take snaps. I think it's a waste for 128 RMB, but that's a part of the travel experience. Sometimes you find interesting things, sometimes you don't. Anyway.
Hi everyone. During this trip to Xiangyang, I didn't encounter as much cultural and historical content as I had expected, so I didn't stay in Xiangyang for too long. The next destination is Jingzhou, also in Hubei Province. What will we discover over there? See you in the next episode.